Hello and welcome back to Eagle-Hive. My name is Paul Muhindi. In this series, we'll be looking at the Primavera P6 Professional Masterclass Beginner's Guide. So, before we dive in, it's important for us to understand what is project engineering and where does Primavera P6 come in. In the context of projects, there's usually a department called the Project Engineering Department, and the P6 software serves as a specialized tool that supports structured delivery of engineering and construction projects. This software has been designed by Oracle. It is made for high-level control of a project scope, timelines, budgets, risk, issues, and so on and so forth. These tend to be the three pillars of project performance. This is the scope of the project, the timelines, as well as the budget, the cost of the project. These three pillars must be at balance so as to manage effectively the project and deliver a successful outcome of the entire project. This is where the P6 comes in. So it offers the critical path analysis, resource leveling, baseline tracking, and real-time reporting, which directly supports key process groups outlined in industry standards like the PMBOK guide. This is a project management book of knowledge. All right, so what is the project breakdown and how do you understand a project? In accordance to the PMBOK guide, we can see that the project is usually categorized in 5 essential processes. This is initiation. This is where you come up with an idea. Then you plan for the idea. You execute the idea by monitoring and controlling, and after which you will close the project. This simply answers the 4 main questions. What needs to be done? Why is it being done? When should it be done? And how it should be done. Once you have understood the structure, it's important to understand that there are 2 main types of Primavera P6. This is the Primavera Professional, which is also called the P6 PPM, or the Primavera Enterprise, also known as the P6 EPPM. For myself, I'm a certified Primavera P6 Enterprise EPPM, which is the highest level. But what is the PPM? This is a standalone network installed application that runs in your laptop. It is mainly used by P6 planners and schedulers. It's the main application that you see majority of the people using. We can also say it is the first project management tool that many P6 engineers tend to learn. After you have learned how to use the PPM, you integrate or you advance by learning the EPPM. This is a more high-level integrate program where it is a web-based enterprise-level platform where you can be able to run different portfolios. A portfolio is a barrage or a big bag of many projects. So it is usually adopted by large organizations with complex project portfolios. So having understood the main difference, in this course we're going to be focusing on the easier one, which is a P6 Professional, or other words, P6 PPM. So the main features that come with the Primavera P6 are mainly 6. Project scheduling, where you can come up with an entire schedule from start to finish. You can outline all your resources, who needs to be in the project, their roles in the project, their rates, their maximum times and units available in the project, the cost control management, so how much are the resources? This can either be equipment or personnel. What is the risks that you gonna face in the project? Is it environmental? Is it political risk? So on and so forth. The contract management, so what are the main contracts required for this specific project? You need to attach also the project charter document in the P6 to make it easier for you to come up with the activities. And finally, reporting. This is where stakeholder management comes in. You need to share information to different stakeholders depending with their practice. This is depending on who needs to be responsible for an item, accountable, communicated to, and informed. Once you have that, you can understand how to use the P6. And that is what I'll show you in this specific series. After you have understood that, so it's important for you to understand the hierarchy structure of P6. How is it usually organized? It is usually organized in 4 main disciplines. you start with the OBS. This is the point at which you define the roles, the access and the security of the software. So who is the admin? Who is the portfolio manager? Who is the program manager? Who is the project manager? Who is the project engineer? After you have the OBS, in other words, the organization breakdown structure, the one that we usually see in any organization chart, then you go into the EPS. This is the enterprise project structure. From here, you can be able to see the different departments available in that specific project. You can represent the highest level of the project in terms of regions, business lines, or even clients. After you've done that, now you can be able to get your projects. Or if you have many projects, you can term them as portfolios. From here, you can be able to come down to your work breakdown structure. This is a WBS where you can break down the scope of works into different sections. So, having understood that, it's important to further your reading by going through these books that I recommend for you. Having said that, let's get started and happy planning, my friend.